And I think we should be live. Hi there, welcome to Carcassonne with Itzer. My co-host today is Vika, aka Silent_Monk. Today's match is Aki Stack versus Erwin G in the round of 16. These two are a tad late, I think. Had scheduling problems already scheduled for yesterday, didn't work out. Nonetheless, today, these two will fight to get a chance to lose versus Alexei. Yes, I said lose. I don't expect anything else, but we'll see about that. So Aki had to play qualifications, more or less breezed through them, and then lost the opening match versus Adria, but won matches 2 to 5, so secured one of the top 4 spaces in his group, or rather league. On the other hand, Erwin was able to win his first 3 matches in the league stage, but then lost versus Santi Blada and QAZ. Setting up this match versus Adria in the round of 24, which he was fortunate enough to win. And then the other direction, we might find Erwin G's statistics, but again, BGA's typical problem, 20k of games, and it doesn't load. Well, then we skip that. Top rating 700 something. Oh, let's see. Does it load now? No, doesn't work. Then let's go to Aki's rating evolution. So we have a top rating of roughly 660, currently sitting at 560. Erwin's rating, I think, currently was wrong direction again. Sorry, folks, messing up the shortcuts here. So Erwin's current rating is 500 something. He was down to 400, I don't know, 50, 60-ish when he played Adria, I think, or afterwards. Yeah, so quite the dip from 700. But of course, that's what happens if you play that many games in such short time spans. So here we go. This time it's tournament, so 15 minutes per player. And Aki being the starting player today. Sorry.
So yeah, the starting move, of course, curve going upwards and meeple.
Yeah, as masters from Latvia, no. Are you a master? No, I think you're not, right?
But I still know that.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, at least the common wisdom is it's slightly better than placing the curve downwards.
Yeah. When it became a tacit knowledge of that move, because I remember people placing it downwards like a year ago or something, and now everybody knows.
I'm still not 100% convinced it actually is better. I still haven't seen conclusive data about it, but I mean, it sounds fine. At least the explanations I got about it seem to be seem to have merit. Hey Otto, hey Kopnik.
Yeah. Hi everybody.
So Aki starts pestering Irvin City here.
Will he join now with the this cow? Okay, yeah, he is.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, what else would you do? Just dump it here?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Problem, of course, is this limitation, but yeah. I'd rather join Ruin and have this road here blocked than give him the chance to, for example, destroy Dorito and, I don't know, another city cap on the right side. and threatened to run away with a 14, 16 pointer or something like that. Hey, Kolpnik, Vika's nickname is silent_monk. I actually could change that on OBS if you prefer, but I think Vika was fine with being Vika, so that's why she is Vika.
You can add me on BGA later.
Yeah, I think... no, I haven't listed my co-hosts in the description. Maybe I should do that as well. So Erwin
rare
with
moment where you can't score quick points with the horse.
Yeah, but that's a good use. Erwin with the double purpose move, either attacking the city again or going for another one himself. At least the first part didn't work out, but now he threatens to kill the road and the city.
Misclick direction. Whoa.
Well, I actually think this is better.
Why?
Yeah, well, if you'd go this way, then any straight would save the square, and that's not the case in this direction. There are definitely way less saving tiles available now, and therefore it's actually better, especially after the square here was restricted by Erwin himself. So no option to close the city here and close this side on your own. Therefore, this is definitely a good move, even if he misclicked.
Yeah, two curves with the right are out.
Yeah, 3 even.
Oh, 3. Yeah, right. Yeah. All of them.
All daggers gone, and next order of business for Erwin should be to kill the square. Eki can't do anything about his road. Best news might be that he could later at least kill the monk as well. I mean, better to have a dead meeple and lose a mini battle than to just have a dead meeple.
Yeah. This move actually surprises me. I would have started the new city.
Yeah, always.
Near the monastery.
Ideally, even here to later threaten the road. Else, next to a monastery is a bit iffy due to the square. And what does he do there?
Yeah, the point of closing the city, it's already blocked. Is he just doing that to not get attacked?
To me, it doesn't make sense at all. I mean, the game is tight, more or less. He still hasn't connected all these city parts. So for now, he just takes away options. For example, what would you do with the quad city now? Well, you have options now on the left side, but this would be ideal to restrict the road. Maybe later even kill this one and continue the ruin here, while also taking away attacking options, which of course were present. But basically, this is just wasting points.
He will connect now.
Yeah, for sure. And he still has 4 tiles to create a big ruin. Yeah, he will defend, of course. Now that's down to 2. Yes.
Do you meeple the monastery?
With 2 in hand. Yeah, likely.
Yeah.
Over here. This works. This works even better due to road and city there. Yeah. And also in some cases you get to do retro and maybe crossroads. snatch a 6-point road, that's totally fine. Also, Aki opted to restrict Irvine City and not try to connect, because the connection try would have given Irvine another chance to attack a possible shared city. And this way, with the shields, his is definitely more profitable. The problem, though, being now there's only one Dorito left. And there is only one road Dorito left, no field Dorito at all, just one splitter. So yeah, that's fine. Just equalizing this one, preventing yellow from running away with this.
Refinishing the road.
Yeah, but now blue could take it as well. I mean, he'd lose these 5 points and give Aki 4 points, because splitter is already accounted for in yellow's part. But he'd get a 10-point road.
Ah, right. So the road is not meepled. I
Yeah.
missaw that it's meepled. It was the monastery that is meepled.
Yeah, there are 6 yellow meeples on board, so no BGA problem. Although closing this here is just a 1-point move for blue, then usually you should find a better move, even for a road Dorito in well, with this board situation. Yeah, especially whoa.
Is that a
Why? Yeah, no, I don't think it is a misclick. I think it's just a mispriority. I mean, take the 4 points.
4 points for the city and attack later.
Yeah, attack later, exactly, wherever. Nice road monastery by blue. Capping the road, giving his monk chances to return to the bench.
Yeah.
And in some cases, this for now shared field might extend all the way over here to this city. And as blue has more meeples in hand, they might be able to take over this field. So it would definitely be to their advantage to pad the field here. And now Aki has the problem of only having one meeple in hand. Could have gotten...
meeples, actually. Oh, yeah.
No, did I say one?
One meeple in hand, but it's no meeple.
No. I misspoke, sorry. No meeples in hand. So
one that is retrievable.
Could have gotten this one back, the monk back, by closing blue city at the cost of 2 points, but 2 points for having a meeple in hand. There weren't a lot of curves out there, only 2. Okay. So second blue farmer over here has 1 tile to connect. So the road Dorito is still very critical.
Yeah.
And currently there is no other great option to attack the field. And yellow is already down. So, well...
Now it doesn't make sense for yellow to put the Dorito there, right? Because it brings blue's meeple to the field. And that loses points, like the entire field.
Yeah, it loses 15 points for the field. But the road is 10 points, and snatching this city part away from blue and scoring again the additional 4 points is another 9. So that's 19 points total for yellow, minus these 15. So 4 points. And you still would have the chance later to equalize the field again. So I don't see, at least now, any reason to not close this for either party, actually.
Is there any place where to attack the field? for yellow later?
There was.
Yeah.
At least this ninja was available, and this one here before blue placed their straight, but else without road monasteries, and both are gone. I don't see a lot. There's one over here.
Yeah, with the two
starting tiles, but I mean that would be great, but there's only one curve left. And I'm not convinced that they will spot it.
Oh, no. Yeah, but Irvin placed the meeple on the farm.
Yeah, but it's not yet on the farm.
Yeah.
This here is dead now, and the other way, well, is still open, but we'll see if that works out or not for him. Yeah. Okay, he closes his road. I might have preferred this one just to get the third meeple on the farm, as that would basically win the game. So here we have the curve, and let's see whether Aki will spot this and if they'll go for it. For now, I'm not sure. I mean, they are 16 down, and there is no big feature to outscore Irvin here or to make up for the difference on the scoreboard. So
the
they
field
might
is
even
24 points now.
Come again?
Is the field 24 points?
If it were a field, yes. For now, it's
right.
2 fields.
2 fields.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem for yellow is they have to go for a unified field and try to take it over, maybe even. Although if they manage to just tie a shared field or tie both fields, which works out to the same total, of course, well, it doesn't matter. They have to get the Dorito to score a lot of points, else they will lose. And therefore, what the
Interesting. Fuck? Blue blocks himself? Why?
I have no clue at all. I mean, it's too early in the day to be drunk, but this is inexplicable to me. I don't see any reason for this move, unless you think this is your opponent's farmer. Then it would be great. This is just...
There's a really good chance for yellow to get the starting tile now and join.
Exactly. There are 2 starting tiles left, which would net them 6 points, as blue's field is at 9, their own field is at 3 points. So
I would probably have started a new city with as blue with the splitter, like to put it upwards to his side, and there's still city caps. Yeah.
Just there, why not? I mean, he has 2 meeples in hand. Quite likely only needs the 1 to score quick points. Keep his options open here. I mean, there are still 2 curvies, so the road Dorito and the crossroads. In the end, as this connection would only be 6 points for yellow, it's not a win. They need to get the road Dorito.
Yeah, now 4 points for blue.
Yep. And no connection anymore over here, but yellow gets this one. Sadly, though, they can't really score the road. Although leaving this out there doesn't work as well, so... connection is 6 points. The road is 7. That's not enough. They still need this one. So Erwin takes the road. Plus 19. Well, 19 points is exactly what yellow could score over here. And they still have 2 moves left, so it's a 50-50 by now. And then the question is, who will get the remaining starting tile to score these points here?
Yeah, it could be 7 points for blue.
Yeah, good news for yellow, though. At least this one tile here is gone, which would be a 9-point move for blue. And they scored the 2, take away the city from blue. So far, it works
There is
great.
another one.
Another what?
Another city cap that starting tile
at the bottom.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just
But
4
it's not
points.
it's filled.
And although these 4 points at plus 17 could be enough, because Erwin then has his last move, and even in yellow's ideal permutation, which is getting the rotary toe. No, actually yellow needs to get the straight. This doesn't work. They only have the 1 meeple in hand. So yellow needs to get the rotary toe, but then blue will be able to claim the 4 points. And that should be enough. Yeah. So
yeah,
blue will
yellow
win
got the
after
Dorito
all.
at the last move.
And I think after scoring these 4 points, Erwin just had won the game no matter what. He could have also attacked the field here. But in the end, both would lead, if I'm not mistaken, to 100% wins. Because yellow just was not able to score enough. Although they are at -5, and if they had gotten the Dorito first and then the straight, they could have scored 3 more with this road. I don't see anything better. Yeah, field over here only scores 3. No curve for 6. So in the end, didn't matter for blue whether they scored the 4
5
or attacked
with upper road.
5.
Yeah, if like you add 1 straight to the upper road.
This one?
Yeah.
This was in blue's possession, or would become blue's if yellow had gotten the Dorito first. Then blue was guaranteed to get a straight to snatch this road. So no chance for yellow to score more than 3 points if tiles were reversed. So in the end, I see. Yeah, Otto suggested this connection here. It's the same outcome than closing this. Some just prefer to score more points, but in the end, a win is a win. And if it's 100% guaranteed, that's fine with me, no matter what.
Curious. What is it about?
I don't know. Starting player. They didn't need to abandon, but if both go for it, it's their prerogative.
Yeah, I think they abandoned it where at the exact time, because there were these rules that if you were some tiles in, you can't abandon anymore. But this was like
yeah, but actually that were the rules. That are the rules regarding wrong time setup. And
okay.
I think the threshold was 60 tiles remaining, if I remember correctly. Whatever.
Wow,
if they decide to yeah, if they decide to start again, so starting player changes, that's totally fine. definitely a fair gesture by Aki. I mean, it's just BGA. There was a German championship qualifier at the weekend, and the winner actually started all 5 of his games.
Wow.
It's just Swiss system as it should be. Yeah, Gluvia's right. If they haven't set up more than a 3-game tournament, then it could be a problem. We'll see.
Oh, and again, they're building a big city together.
Oh, we'll see about together. This one is not yet in the city.
Yeah.
And Erwin goes for the restriction, rather the kill.
Yeah.
Aki tries the indirect protection while at least starting a new city here. And again, he still has the splitter to opt out with at least one of his meeples up top. And then suffering this mini battle, or likely mini battle loss, might not be that problematic.
The monastery cluster.
That's nice, threatening the block here. Yeah, Erwin immediately gets some saving tile. And now has a 21-point lead due to his long road and the already closed monastery. Basically only needs to defend now and not grow the field too much. Yeah. Because for now, if yellow were able to take this field over, that would be a 12-point swing, and then blue would still have good options to win fieldless. But if this grows, could become critical for them to at least tie it.
A lot of green squares, like good potential.
Yep. Perfect tie for Erwin.
Yes, and he can join now the ruin if it's needed.
I don't think he will or is interested in joining up top.
Yeah.
He'd rather kill this square. Perfect tie for yellow.
Yeah.
And close his city up top without any more interference by yellow.
Yellow doesn't get attacking tile to the city up top.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine as is. Implicating the monasteries, sure, but at least giving a chance to kill this and be done with it. Not doing this, but closing the road. Well, there were enough road ends still available. They had 2 meeples in hand, so we'll see. Maybe now they'll attack.
Or rather prepare to block.
Yeah, both. Preferably drawing another Dorito, of course. But if not, at least this here now is restricted to the 1 remaining horse. And that outcome is definitely okay for yellow. I mean, they have 4 points over here. Erwin has 7, and that's definitely better than letting blue score 16 points for the city, 18 at least. No, actually, this one was already present right here, then even 20.
Takes the field.
Yeah, why not? Secondary field, divide and conquer. Now he has a 9-point field here.
3-point field.
Why not? I mean, this currently is a 3-point field, but
Yeah,
of course,
potentially
we'll
nine.
go for a 9-point field, and that would be ideal, especially
and you
if
score
you
from both
then,
sides.
if you then don't add anything more to these fields, so yellow can't attack them. That could just be enough, in addition to scoring these 4-pointers. I mean, these are two 10-point moves set up. That is just very, very juicy, and yellow has no huge threats currently. So much so that they don't opt to take
1
the
point.
loss now.
Yeah.
Nah, not 1 point.
Actually, yeah, minus points. That would be
minus
nice.
2 points.
Yes.
But minus 2 points are better than minus 10.
True.
And not
Stopping
sure
your
what
losses.
not sure what Erwin is thinking about now.
Yeah,
I
that would be
mean,
instant move.
yeah, I think he hesitates because he, of course, doesn't
Doesn't want to
like
join
the
them, of
connection.
course.
But still, this would be another option.
Yeah, I would still take the one in my field as blue, even if there is potential to join the fields.
Yeah, as long as there are cows or field Doritos, extenders, stuff like that to securely split these two fields out there, I'm pretty sure I'd go for it. Most surprising is that Erwin actually takes more than a minute to think about a move. I've never seen that before, except for when he's drunk.
Always a new day.
These as well.
Right.
Of course, yellow goes for the connection, takes away Erwin's points. Yeah, why not claim the road? I mean, minus 23. Well, the reason not to go here is this monastery cluster.
Yeah.
It's the penultimate curve, so if they don't use it now, there will only be 2 tiles left to at least get one monk back and give the other one a chance. But they go for the road.
Oh, nice. From blue.
Nice by Erwin.
Yeah.
Also
Prepares
adding
the
a
road.
4-point road
Yeah.
for the attack, which is also to yellow's advantage. So I'm not sure about blue's priorities here. This definitely wasn't the move. Just take the 3 road points here. Keep this cluster as is. Don't give yellow more meeples than they already have in hand, and cruise to victory. This just opens up doors which you'd rather keep shut.
Yeah, yellow now has meeples to attack the field.
Exactly. And
the 9-point field, the bigger one.
Blue is at to a plus 21, so attacking blue's left field successfully with 2 meeples would result in a minus 3 score from yellow's side. So then this connection here would add another 7 points for yellow. No, actually 6 points. They expanded their side of the city. So it's still possible. The question, though, is where would you even attack the field on the left side? There is currently not much available. Basically, only over here, and that is so easy to kill. I don't see that happening. And there are no great options to attack the right field with 2 meeples as well. So it's tough for yellow, and they might even have a better chance to take over the city. But of course, that hinges on drawing the horse. On the other hand, this would work.
Oh, right, yeah.
And if not, it could
it be better attacking the blue's part from the upside? Because it's still 2 more tiles to attack, to connect. But now you kind of depend on drawing the horse to connect everything.
I mean, and if yellow wants to have any chance by taking the city, they have to draw the horse anyway. So for that, it doesn't matter whether you attack the left or the right side. And then you have to basically take care of being able to close that city as well. So I think the better shot then, with at least with the Dorito, is from the left side even, but it's still so unlikely. On the other hand, what else would you like to do here? All curves are gone. All monasteries are gone. There are just a few straights left. So how to attack a field with on this board here, especially with these tiles left, there is just nothing basically. I mean, even if they, for example, go here, how would you try to attack the field from there? There is nothing over here that wouldn't block.
Okay, this is an interesting move from yellow, and they don't get the horse.
Yeah, the horse is gone, and this does not make a lot of sense to me. Sure, it could still close, but it's not your winning condition. Yeah, I think Blovia is a tad behind. So yeah, this is exactly what yellow should have gone for. Attacking here, connecting, getting the horse, closing the city. As unlikely as it is.
Why
now
here
it looks
and
like
not next to the 2 monasteries? That's 2 points.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain these moves. I mean, there's still a chance to get this monk back, but why? For what? I mean, you are down 17 points. It looks like they just didn't see any winning condition and just play their moves. Basically, I don't know. Maybe they have given up already.
Or they could have tried closing their city, the yellow's like small city.
Yeah, this is still possible. And what Gluvia is saying, add the extender here, then at least they would have had, for example, the splitter to attack and, well, have their cake and eat it too. Close the small city, attack the big one, take it over, close it. That would have been a winning condition. This year, never. I don't see it.
Yeah.
They are just too far behind.
Well, there's
especially
still tiles to close
if they
the city.
then go for stuff like that. I mean, in this case, you basically have to risk this here. Hope to get the twin caps, and later a Dorito.
6 points, yeah.
6 point field, 6 point city. I think. Where is the third? That's the fourth. Yeah, no, even an 8 point city, because the remaining road Dorito has a shield. plus more points for this one, and at minus 14, no, minus 18 actually. Still not enough, but at least closer.
Oh, interesting. But there are no tells that connect, right? There is no curve.
Exactly. There's nothing that goes in any of these two squares. And this in a round of 16 Champions League match. Yeah, well.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, the question is, are they easy to prevent or not? And this was very easy to prevent. You just had to count, and with 4+ minutes left on the clock, why not take a bit of time to count? On the other hand, even if it were successful, it wouldn't have changed the outcome of this game. This was...
Those 12 points, there's like a bigger difference, I think.
Oh, there was still a tile left. The left-handed dagger. Well, then.
Right.
Yeah, I think this was drawn immediately afterwards. That's why I didn't see it. Yeah, over here. Yeah, but still, it did not matter. I mean, even if they get it, it doesn't change anything. It's down by 23. And basically, at least to me, it looked like yellow had lost the game after this extender move here. I mean, the stack in this game, getting basically nothing in the end to even be able to attack the field, was just problematic. By the way, who placed this one? I think it was Irving, right? That was great.
Yeah, it was Irvin because he wanted to add 1 point to his road monastery.
Yeah. This turned out to be a pretty crucial move. Even it looked totally normal, but it did so much to the texture of this board here and protected the field. Hey, Juan.
It's a really tricky field play here because you wait too long to attack the field and then you can't attack anymore. This happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yellow's problem was having all these monasteries. They just hadn't the meeple power to attack with enough force, at least. And then it wasn't easy to attack it anyway. And then, of course, they were behind, I mean, basically the whole game here. I mean, the split, I mean, that's 10 points roughly. Over here, it's 20-25. Got a bit closer, but it's just trying to catch up for the whole game. And moves like this one here. I think that was Aki, right? Move 69.
Yeah, he got 2 points for the road.
Yeah, let's actually check in the replay before I talk more shit. Okay, not 69, but later. It was even way later, 83.
Self-evident wrote, that's the problem when playing with Irvin. He always goes for early farmers. If he gets away with no major meeple disadvantage, then you have no chance.
Yeah, but why did I click on next move? Okay, whatever. Sure, it's a 2-point move, but there are still 3 caps left to close that city, and I'm not convinced this is definitely better than closing this one, but taking the 2 points here clearly indicates what yellow had in mind. They wanted to kill the square, else they would have taken the 3-point road.
Mm.
But I'm not convinced. I still think taking the 2 points, having the option to unite the field might have been better, but on the other hand, it would have been quite likely a 12-point field at least, which is what doesn't look like it would be easy to attack, and then would have open squares, at least one at the bottom on the left side, so it could grow. And yeah, and Xiang Yu is right. That's not just a problem against Irvin, but against many folks who play with early farmers and dump their farmers left and right, basically. If they have a meeple advantage and you get these monasteries, they are sure to have a meeple advantage. Well, just building fields up, adding more cities, which is definitely too easy. But what can you do about it then? Well, other than playing as precise as possible. And so I get this move by yellow. I totally understand this. I mean, this year, and then it's down to 1 starting tile, which you could also use for 4 points. And if you manage this one, at -13, you get the flip, you win the flip, you get the 4 points, you have a meeple more in hand, you might get your monasteries back. Still totally winnable at this point in time. And I think even after this move, after the successful road connection, field unification, I mean, they were down 15 or something, 13. It's still winnable. Just need to hit better tiles. So, for example, yellow drawing the road monastery would be a prime way to salvage this one.
Mm.
And for
I'm
blue,
curious in
yeah.
field and monasteries and balances. At what monastery count does it start to trade off the fields? Because with fields you get okay, you get 3 points for every city, but with monasteries, like if you stack 4 monasteries, that's what, 36 points? And then
Yeah.
fields are rarely over 30. So like at what point do you give up on the fields?
When I have enough, I would never give up on a field as long as it's not secured by enough meeples, and as long as I don't have more points than the field could potentially score. So if there's, I don't know, let's say my opponent has a field with 5 cities on it, 2 farmers, but still lots of open space, and there are still, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 caps out there. So potentially 3 more cities for 7 points each. That's 21. And what good does a monastery cluster do if it only ties the game, but then the monastery cluster is done? Yeah, it has served its purpose. I have gotten all the points. The field can still grow. So there's no clear-cut point where you'd say, okay, the monastery cluster definitely outscores the field. Although if you get all 6 and would be able to stack them in a 2x3 grid, so that would mean you'd need 14 additional tiles to liberate the cluster. So if yellow is the cluster over here, we'd need this bigger rectangle of 4x5. That's 20 minus the 6 in the middle, so 14 tiles to get all these liberated. Sure, in many cases you just would do this with tempo, right? I mean,
or you would just liberate the 2.
You would liberate monasteries and add more monasteries. You'd add roads next to it, maybe some cities, so it works out fine. But overall, you can only do with the tiles you get. And yellow got the monasteries, yellow used the monasteries, and it was totally fine. And I don't see the problem in this game by using the monasteries here.
I don't like monasteries.
I try to understand what Sang Yu is did right. The position of the monastery is not good. Which monastery especially are you talking about?
No, I'm reading the comments from self-evident.
Yeah, self-evident is Xiang Yu.
Okay.
For those who don't know. And he doesn't like monasteries. Yeah, well, me neither. I'm not a fan of fields. I'm not a fan of monasteries. I'd rather play a 44 to 42 game than a 121 to 118.
What are you talking about?
So he doesn't like the left 2 monasteries. Well, then let's take a look again. When did Aki get them? So must have been 52. Well, was there anything better there? I don't think so. And he's of course right. Yeah, I mean, what else would you do with the monastery here than dropping it there? Maybe over here is better. Because then you have the road to support the monastery.
Usually diagonal is worse than stacking, like.
Yeah, but when there is your opponent's monastery involved and this field is shared with theirs, I don't actually mind having these 4 squares which I can fill. At least if there are still all tiles out there, and so all configurations, that means the field Doritos, the vanillas, curves, and both monastery varieties. Because if you now go here, then stuff like, lags a bit. Stuff like a limitation to road monastery, for example, could happen over here, while blue could still liberate their meeple. Whereas this one, at least you could build up here and then take a curve here, for example, and blue would still need to fill this. They might not, because now it's on you, because you would profit more by getting the meeple back. So in this case, I might tend to use the diagonal formation to my advantage. Let's see. So the left 2 monasteries Sang Yu was talking about. So he says Aki did play the monastery correctly, but that's the problems with monasteries. Every time I get one with no immediate 9-pointer, I'll be in a headache. I always get blocked. that's a tad too absolute for my taste, but yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I feel
it's
you.
still, I mean, Sang Yu says this is correctly. Yes, I get it. I'd still prefer the other option in this case. And because, again, of this possible restriction over here. I might be wrong, though. I'm not the GOAT. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, of course. And yeah, Sang Yu is right about this. It's not ideal. So, I mean, come on. The problem for yellow here is they are down by a shit ton of points. Or as they say, bikini points. Oh, bikini points.
What?
I think I have something. Yeah, I've tried something.
Wow.
It did not work as it should. But
It's a new feature?
it's just a gimmick. Let me run this again. Maybe it animates correctly this time. Yeah, it does. Critical tiles or bikini points. And
What
in
does
this
bikini
case,
point mean?
bikini points is just an autocorrection. I think it was on some of Alexi's streams where Complex VNH wrote something on his telephone and it just auto-corrected to bikini points. It was when one of the parties was down by 30 points or something. So just many stuff points. I don't know.
Okay.
So basically at this point in time, yellow is just down by 23. I mean, this city is going nowhere. You could try to attack blue city up top. You have only the one meeple in hand, sure, two to easily get back. But if you get monasteries dumped in your lap, you use the monasteries because, at least in theory, you should be able to close them. I mean, especially after getting another one here.
Yeah.
That is fine. I get 4 roads here, and at least you have this one back. You might get these two. You might get another monastery, and you still have options. The problem is if you get the monasteries, if you get the roads to liberate these monasteries, well, what else is in the deck apart from monasteries and roads? Tiny hint, it's brown. It's a lot of city tiles. And if your opponent gets all these city tiles, well, their scoring potential is higher because closed cities score double. That's just a matter of fact. So the side who gets the better city tiles usually wins, even if the other one gets more monasteries and even if that would be profitable monasteries. So, yeah. So Glovia and Xang Yu like this stacking option better. Yep. As I said, I'm not the GOAT. And if the crowned world champion and, well, at least a very good player from Portugal disagree with me, and they might be right and I might be not. It's just I think the other option could have served yellow better. In the end, I don't think it does matter because they just didn't get anything to support these monasteries. And yeah, I mean, they even started the field for Erwin on the right side. But what else should they have done?
Yeah, that was like correct move because they are starting a new field apart from Erwin's field. And yellow even got that meeple out of the ruin.
Yeah, and the guy from Portugal is quite humble. He's just spitting out opinions. He's not a good player, he's saying, basically.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I would also disagree. He's a good player if he focuses on a game, that's for sure. And if he doesn't, he sometimes does win as well. Anyway, so yeah, I still think it's it's just tough for yellow. I mean, they did what they could. Actually, what did they do with the rose? Close the city?
I don't remember, but probably yes.
Probably yes, and that then might have been a not ideal move, although there's really nothing else.
Would you score 2 points next to your monasteries?
No,
Hmm.
because either
Yeah,
option
limits.
isn't great. I mean,
Yeah.
leaving an empty cap, no matter the orientation, is bad. Restricting your monasteries is bad.
Well, if you point
Dropping
the
the
cap to your monasteries, then Erwin is not incentivized to take the city.
Oh, it's Erwin. He scored this without thinking. I'm pretty sure he just take the 5 points there,
Right.
not caring about this monk. I mean, this field is basically safe. There's almost nothing to attack it.
Yeah.
So at this point, this lead, I think he would score this, and he would have the option to kill it. So I don't think. I mean, I totally get why yellow closed the city, and at this point the field isn't threatening, so they don't drop a farmer immediately. Could still get restricted fairly easily, so it's not worth bothering farming there upon completion of the city, I think.
We've got a question: who do you think is gonna win CCL? CLA this year?
Yeah. Well, then let's take a look at the playoff bracket. So 3 of my 4 favorites to reach the semifinals are still in this tournament. So I'm still okay. The only one who didn't make the playoffs was MTU. But Nalaheim, Alexi, and Sangyu are still in there. So let's see. Well, I would consider all 3 to be the heavy favorites in their matches. The closest one actually should be Nalaheim versus Glovir, because at least to me, Glovir has a better chance to beat Nalaheim than Sporter has to beat Xiangyu. So that are my early thoughts. Let me think a bit about this while Vika gives you an answer.
I have to think. I also think those 3 people are the favorites. I want to make a correct prediction, but I'm not sure how. Can you show the board with like the absolute elo of competitive Carcassonne? Yeah, so like based on this board, Alexei should win, but I think Alexei and Xenyu would be my bets. And Xenyu won Worlds, right? Or was it someone else? Actually, can you hear me? Okay. Can you
Sorry,
hear me though?
sorry. No, it was me. It was me.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Otto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sipped my tea and forgot to unmute. Sorry, folks. It's just due to the stuff here making noise, and I don't want to induce any headaches for my viewers. So Xiangyu actually was able to beat Alexi in last year's World Championship twice in the Swiss system and in the semifinals. So, well, it was the other way around when Alexei went on to gain the silver medal back in 23, 22. I can't remember. Back then, he was able to beat Zhang Yu twice. So that definitely would be my favorite matchup in the semifinals. But this does not answer the original question, right?
Okay, I've decided I'm gonna be patriotic and I'm gonna say that Alexei's gonna win.
Okay, wouldn't have expected anything else. So one thing to note is someone from Portugal said, wouldn't it be so fun if all of them lost? Yeah,
You
it
have
would be
every
fun
chance to make it, so
if Glowia were able to beat Nalaheim. And I think that actually should be the closest of the remaining quarterfinals, I should say, because this one here was fairly close, although it never should have been any sort of close. I mean, Bluster should have won this 3-0 if he hadn't blundered. He did blunder and lost. Yeah, he definitely wasted the first one, and he could have won the third one as well. So I still think Otto will win, and I'm also pretty convinced he would be able to beat Pakshi. And for now, if it weren't for Otto's time trouble sometimes, I would this year give him the upper hand against Alexei and Xiang Yu. But I'm not 100% convinced. So, but
yeah,
still,
I feel like self-conscious making these bets because they all play better than me.
yeah, definitely, I can say the same. These are definitely three players that, at least when they bring their A game, are better than me. I'd pick Xiang Yu, actually. I don't know why, it's just a hunch, and he might torture me if I have just jinxed him, but that's the risk of being a streamer.
Well, I'm not jinxing anybody. I'm like doing self-fulfilling prophecies, so
yeah, I just think Alexei hasn't been tested yet, really tested. He, of course, he lost a few matches in the league stage, but at least the one was down to just being just getting the short end of the stick, not drawing anything that would have helped him. And Jose didn't bring his A game. Michaels didn't bring his A game. Best of 5 against Erwin. If Erwin doesn't change his time management, that should be a no-brainer for Alexei. But the semifinal...
Wow, I didn't notice it's best of 5. Wow.
Yeah, it is, and it should be, and actually, if it were me, it would be best of 5 in the round of 24 and 16 as well. I just want to see the cream rising to the top here, and at least it looks like that parts of the cream will rise to the top, or did rise to the top anyway. So I still think Xiang Yu would have a very good shot against Alexei, even though this opinion alone might motivate Alexei to invest a bit more in training. In the end, between these two here, I just hope the tile distribution would be roughly equal, so we get 5 close games, and then it doesn't matter to me who wins, as long as we get 5 closely fought games on their level with their A game. That is just, well, there's nothing better. So
we've got predictions from Self-Evident.
QAZ Sporter 45-55, never, Xiangyu, never. You are at least one level better than Sporter, if not two. Erwin Alexi 30-70, yeah, I'd have to concur. Nalaheim Glovia 60-40, yeah, roughly. Maybe 55-45, although no, rather 60-40. Yeah, but QAZ Sporter is at least in 60-40, 65-35 territory for me, but we'll see. In the end, there's also Pakshi. And Pakshi is definitely able to beat either Nalaheim or Glovia. So we'll see. So then, anyone still interested in some sort of analysis? I'd like to check out how Erwin started the field, actually. Must have been...
It was pretty early on.
Yeah, with the city. Yeah, with the city cap. Exactly. He just took care of the square here, restricting this down to the 3 tiles, also securing that if anything gets placed here, at least he would get the monk back. So now that this is clear, he was free to take the field. And yeah, there are... I mean, that then is Erwin's style. There are still enough caps out there, and it wouldn't have been any problem to just start a new city over here. But he goes for the field, which not everyone would do, especially not by dropping a vanilla just there.
And then you have less meeples too.
No, he hadn't less meeples. Both had 3 in hand.
Right.
Again, I mean, that's 7 points right there. Sure, it's not ideal when your opponent just announced they will go for a field. But what else would you do with this monastery? Just dump it here and not meeple it?
No, I would meeple it because there's not many places where to score points.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and this year, so these 2 moves, I don't think there are many folks who would have played like that.
Yeah.
And it was just, well, a great setup. Fortunate draw, maybe, but I mean, I don't see going for this setup. I would never do that, frankly. So might just be the right choice by Erwin. Okay, so Xiangyu is not happy with his game currently. Well then, train. I've heard of someone who likes to gain elo. My co-host, for example. Maybe give something to her if you are in a downturn. Yeah, well, and from that part onwards, we've talked about the game enough, I think. We don't have to iterate over the next move again. So, well, let's cap it here. I could add another animation for you. I think I have some here.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I don't like to ask for likes and subscribes, so just added this one. On, what is it, Thursday, we'll have Nalaheim Glovia, and on Friday, QAZ versus Sporter. I'm pretty sure Erwin G versus Alexei will be scheduled today or tomorrow as well for, I don't know when, but I'll do my very best to cover this. And if not, Otto definitely would. Well, if it works out time-wise for him, that is. So I just hope they don't go for, I don't know, a match at 23 UTC or stuff like that. Then it will work out, and this one will get covered on here. And now I shut my trap. Thanks, Vika, for being here. Thanks to all of you for watching. I see you out there. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.